How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
All
Why
right.
don't you get him started?
How did you say, give you?
I said Jim.
All right. How long did it take for you to shake off, I mean, imagine conflicting feelings. You had to be proud of what your unit did. By the same token, you didn't get the reward, and you invested a lot over the summer for that. So, you know, how long for the emotions to dissipate and for you to objectively, you know, close the door and take something good out of it?
Right. Well, first off, I was encouraged with what we did defensively, but like I said, we're not satisfied with anything. We showed improvement, and it was fun for guys to go out there and really show we can be a good defense. But we put the game to bed the day after. We watched film on it, made corrections, moved on from it. We got a North Carolina A&T opponent coming in this week, and that's all our focus is on now.
In terms of the unit and the scheme that you're executing, are you and most of your teammates more comfortable with what you're dealing with now, or is it still a learning curve, and were you more familiar with what you were doing last year?
No, 100%. We're more familiar with what we're doing now. Guys completely understand the defense. The way the coaches teach it to us is it's a different level. I think we're connecting more with them, and there's no issue with guys not knowing the defense. Our coaches said before the game, they're like, we're not going to put you out on the field if we don't feel comfortable. So that confidence is already built in there.
Is that the most talking you've ever done during a game? Not to the opponent, but to your teammates, and just calling stuff out and communicating before the snap?
Yeah, probably.
It seemed like you were just constantly on different guys and barking stuff out.
Yeah, that's my job as the leader of the defense. I got to be the one communicating on every play, even when we come to the sidelines. Telling guys what we need to be doing and what we should be doing. So that's my job as the middle linebacker of the defense. And it's just that's the way you should play. Everybody should be talking and communicating. That's one of the big things that I believe in that makes a team successful is communication and always being on the same page with each other.
Do you remember the reverse they ran that you guys snuffed out? Did you know they were going to run the reverse? It looked like you may have made some calls.
Was that early in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, when Farrah Cooper was at the quarterback position, we had a certain check, so I saw it first, and I was trying to get everyone in line. But, Jesse Rogers shot the gap and made a great play to, really get the game started for us.
Is that in your nature as a person to be that vocal? Because you have to be at your position, but is that in your nature to be that way?
Yeah, definitely. I've grown more comfortable with it over the years as I've, done it in games more and more. So yeah, it definitely is in my nature to do it.
Last year, a lot of times, we asked the offense after games, how frustrating is it to put enough points on the board to win a game and see the other side of the ball not sewn up for you. Now, the script is flipped. You guys did well enough to win a football game, and the other side didn't put enough points up there. So how do you keep it together as two units on the same team, having each other's back, being supportive and not getting frustrated?
Yeah, no, I addressed that issue right after the game. I told the guys, we win and lose as a team. There's no, one side. One side's got to pick up the other one in any game regardless. There was times when, after we let up a touchdown, the offense comes back and scores a touchdown. They got to pick up our back when we struggled. And one of the glaring things that we didn't do was create turnovers. South Carolina did a great job. They forced 3 turnovers, and we got 0. That's usually a glaring statistic in an opening game is whoever wins the turnover battle is usually going to win the game, and that was obvious.
On their long touchdown run, was that a case where just, not to name the guys, but a few guys maybe just a little bit of a late read, and because of that they weren't as quick to the ball carrier as they should have been, which could have been ended with a different result?
Yeah, the one that was kind of one of the mistakes that we made big. It was supposed to be the corner was supposed to be blitzing, but the safety blitzing instead. They thought the safety thought the receiver split was too wide, so he was going to take his blitz, and that's one of the corrections we went back and made. That we would rather have the corner going just because of the angle that he would hit the offensive lineman. And then I ended up getting cut by the center on the play. I got to do a better job of staying on my feet, and I wouldn't think I would have initially made the play, but there's a chance that I could run it down. But yeah, that was that play in general from the start. We didn't execute it very correctly.
Jeff, you got a A&T team that's coming in. Let's talk about just getting out here, playing in front of, keeping in front of your fans, your home opener. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, anytime we can play in front of our own fans, it's great. You know, the support they show us is second to none, and we love, you know, love competing here. It's the opening game of my senior year in this stadium, so I'm excited for it, and just more excited for the opportunity that we get to go compete again and get a chance to get another victory.
Coach said one of the points of emphasis was no catastrophic plays. We just noted one of them, and they had the fake punt as well, but otherwise, no huge gainers. The secondary and the corners especially, look like they played the run so much better than they did a year ago, and they were more physical. They were tackling, moving at instead of coming from behind. What did you see on film? Is that exactly what you saw on film?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's what I've been seeing since spring ball. You know, I think our secondary has made a huge improvement from last year. Just the way their confidence level and how they're playing. You know, Donnie Miles, for example, I want to give him a lot of credit. He came in there, I think he had 12 or 13 tackles, but he was really good for us in the back end. I'm not saying he played perfect, but yeah, I mean, he's done a great job for us. You know, MJ Stewart, Des Lawrence, those guys are just competitive as can be, and you know, anytime they get beat, you know, they can take it personally, and you know, they did an outstanding job, and I think that we're only going to get better the rest of the season.
You said you guys didn't force turnovers, but Des had the drop picks, probably would have been a pick six. And you did force 2 fumbles. One may have been on special teams that they fell on.
Right.
So was that a product of the improved play, the physicality, and just you guys kind of being in the right place more than before?
Definitely. You know, we practice it every day. We do a drill called train wreck where we're, you know, there's a ball carrier run with the ball, and we're coming in and spiking at it, you know, trying to strip the ball free, and then, you know, get turnovers like interceptions as well. So we did have some missed big opportunities, what we call them. Dez, for example, that was huge for us. You know, it's a 7-point swing right off the bat. And then, you know, I think it was Kaysen and MJ Stewart forced a fumble on the running back in the flat. And, you know, I got there late. You know, I got to do a better job of getting on that ball. Anytime the ball's on the ground, we got to make sure the defense gets it. So, yeah.
We asked Elijah how much is left on the table coming off your high-profile opener. So from your perspective, how much is left for this team to have the potential to take Carolina football a step forward this year?
Yeah, we fully believe that we can do it. You know, we're confident. You know, like I said, one game doesn't define our season. You know, that was kind of a measuring stick of where we are for the rest of the season. You know, guys really do understand how good we can be. The defense is talking to the offense. You know, we're going to be competing like that for you all year. So just don't worry about it. Move on from it. You know, we all made mistakes all across the board. We're a team. We're going to grow as a team, and we're just excited to keep competing all year.
A&T played down last week, but they obviously were explosive.
Right.
So how much of that was them taking advantage of having better athletes, and how many problems does their offense potentially realistically pose for you?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have talent. But at the end of the day, it boils down to how we execute our defense. You know, we got to create turnovers. That's going to be a huge stress for us all week. You know, getting the ball out, getting interceptions, things of that nature, and really getting the ball back to our offense and letting them build their confidence back up. You know, you see Elijah Hood, how he can run like that. You know, guys are excited. You know, Marquise struggled a little bit, but we know he's going to bounce back. He's a fierce competitor, and we're going to be all right.
More questions?
Yes,
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.